G2 approach. They actually will be going towards long here. They'll smoke towards the crossover, take down Karrigan. They do this pistol so often in DUST2. It seems to work out for them almost every single time. Voxic's in a lot of trouble here. If he gets one, I'll be surprised. The flashbang's decent. It keeps him alive, at least for now. He's got a lot of trouble, though. Jax has been hitting absolutely everything so far. Oh, it's B.
They've just walked into B.
They've made it so I said that's the strat they do all the time, right? So they've done the same strat you know G2 run every single time. And this point they've gone towards B and planted instead after getting the first pick. It's so discombobulating for G2. That's unreal.
That's so beautiful. Mousesports don't know
I'm
what the
confused. It says G2 as CTO right now,
yeah,
but they're not.
He's in trouble here. He's definitely trying to pre-fire. He tagged him up for Lucky to finish him off long range. Frozen, so in it comes quarters. Oh my lord! 3 clicks, 3 frags. Amanek does manage to stabilize just a little bit. Where's the bomb? It's gone. This round is 2. Looking to force straight back. Mousesports, I'm sure we need to get those names swapped over. ASAP. Because I'm going to say some silly things if we don't.
Yeah, I almost did. So here we go then. 3-on-1. Amanek on the T side will be with the Mac 10, but Voxic surely going to get his 4th, which he absolutely don't think there'll be much of a dent here. Looks well too handled by Mousesports here. I'm not sure. Chris J though, he'll push towards the tunnels, be taken down. They don't have to go with this mid split anymore. They can change things up.
Oh my god, this is actually going fantastically for G2. Shots. If he gets this shot, this round is good as over. Look at this. They can just flood the site with very little after the heroics from Frozen's Deagle. It looks like Mousesports.
Oh, he got the AK. Shoxy just absolutely wrecked them. He didn't even take any damage. He gets that with the bunny hop, and Frozen can't believe it. He will get one.
Being on the box, Rock's playing anti-flash towards B. Like, that's hot.
I don't know why Chris J felt like he had to push the tunnels there.
Sure,
because
there is no helmet on Voxic and Karrigan, but those Mac 10s could be punished long range if Rox hits his shots. That's a fantastic one. The molly separated them. Amanek had to commit. He couldn't.
He'll go towards the A ramp. Had a very quiet game. Him and Rops on train. Staple maps to those two players. Like, Rops is considered one of the best solo players on the inside bomb site. He does great work on the T side. He got 10 frags between Voxic and Rops in the first showing.
Yeah, 6 for Voxic. Looking to find himself a second nice connection. Plucks him out of the air. The rifles still remain, but only... Oof, that's lovely work from Voxic. Looks like he's finding his mojo! And that's a lovely way to finish it off. I know maybe a big...
The worst can happen, I suppose. It's need a fireman on duty to extinguish the flames, and Mac 10s make their way in towards the B side.
Yeah, look at this though. Rox is fully flashed. He's being burned alive as well. Chris J can't hold them back. He is their last stand, and he can't be particularly vigilant. Forced off.
Do you even go for this?
This may be one of those situations. Not your unicorn round, but close enough. Amanek's forced off from the Molotov, but he'll still get that bomb down, just delaying the inevitable. And speaking of the inevitable, Shox has been anticipating this one for a while. Karrigan's about to swing into his right side of his screen. No way you're expecting that one. There.
5.
Yeah, he's hunting him down as best he can. Doesn't want to commit past long. I mean, even those doors with the shadow, it's just not worth it. Doesn't want to give it.
Oh, he hits 2. It's Rob to the AWP, gets the first, and it looks like this is going to be very problematic. I'm not sure he's going to come out on top here. Voxic's still alive, but not for long. Rob's still on the bomb site here, and it's going to be equal trades for now. Smoke towards the door. Advantage for the French. And now we have Karrigan and Frozen. Karrigan yet to frag in this game so far, 0-3 up against Jackson Amanek. A tag team duo looking to close out this 2-on-2 clutch.
It's a cool answer, taking the AWP to B, but it hasn't got them the whole way. They're not across the finish line yet. Yes, early damage. Yes, it stems the bleed, but now 2 versus 2. Amanek on default. Jax for the crossfire, holding the window. It's gone well. Frozen's gone down. Now Karrigan, yes, he has a kit, but he's got to find 2 impossible frags. Gets the info on both. One shot. Amanek's taking the fight as well. So close.
Wow.
Saves the Rox is solo with a scout. This should be impossible to hold, and it is. Yes, you've tagged up 1, but there's 4 Ts to deal with. It's just not realistic, and they've
4
gone
rounds in a row,
B again.
Why not? If it's working, like, and they legit can't hold you off. This is the Chad Birchall school of Counter-Strike. Right? Just keep doing it. Keep pumping them with aggression.
If it ain't broke.
Yeah. That's it's something he likes a lot. So I'm sure he's enjoying this.
Certainly. I mean, for now, the G2 strat book is just a single letter. Voxic's going to try and keep hold of that AWP, kindly donated to him by Rops, and of course Rops had to have the poor man's AWP for a solo B hold. My goodness, that scout didn't get him far. Lucky, he's got a couple of scars from it, but that's another round.
They invested everything they had. They didn't get a single kill. They got 1 scout tag in.
With a B rush.
With the B rush. And like, you'd think they've done it 3 times in a row. Do we try and counter this? They surely won't. The mindset they're in is right now, they surely won't do it again. Which would, logically it takes, they won't, because it just should be very, you can counter that very easily, right? You know, it's not like it's a strong tactic, but if it's working out for them, the Mac 10s, and the money's loaded.
That is $700.
I guess he's hoping that if Voxic dies, he can pick up the AWP and still be viable with it. That's the only approach I can really think of. He'll hug him, I assume.
Gets the shot. Chris J's got the USP and the frag and the AK. Back away, dream outcome.
It works out, and Christian would have died there without the armor.
He's got Kevlar.
Yeah, he got 46, maybe he would have died for sure without Kevlar.
There you go. Is the round over? Lucky doesn't think so. Carrigan caught.
That's so funny.
See what Kenny can do. Training his aim on this CT side. Chris J has tucked himself into that corner with his new armored AK, and Rops, I think he knows it's coming. Yep, Amanek, he's full grey screen there. It may look a little silly, but he can't see a thing as he emerges out of that smoke. Chris J's looking to swing. He's over the scope. He can't flick. That is absurd. He's got friction burns on his wrist from that one. Does get traded, but Kenny, no one should hit that.
Oh, God. That's a statement in itself. He's just getting warmed up.
That's old school.
Rushes throughout this campaign so far, feeling that's not a threat anymore. One of the orbs will fall back. That's going to be Voxic. And now Chris J with a double orb set up after the success in the previous round. Voxic surely has this kill. Narrowly misses out on any damage there. The grenade might tickle one of them, does no damage, and short control is granted towards the French players.
Just the angle that Shox chose to get up on that Xbox was so perfect that you couldn't be seen by that orb. I mean, it's all these tiny little decisions.
Yeah.
Thousands upon thousands of hours of Counter-Strike all accumulating in pursuit of that major trophy. And this is just day 2 of the first stage of competition.
This is a sign of things to come. This is a CSGO major, and this is the very first stage. We've got 2 more to go after this. Epic game so far. First map didn't work out for Mousesports, and now the pick of G2. B split looking likely. 3 towards the tunnels. And Voxic, you feel like he's going to get at least one of these. He is blind. He doesn't connect. And Rops now has to deliver with Frozen. It is the bomb down. He finds the second kill. It's going to be up to Shoxy here. Does he find this all-important frag? He certainly does. They know Frozen is tucked in towards the car. They need to take him down. It all of a sudden goes down to a 3 versus 3. No kits available on the CT side and a lack of utility, to say the least. They do some damage towards Lucky. The bomb's going to go down here, and Voxic can't dive through the window until his teammates are with him. Yeah,
he made that sound, but also I want to remind you that's a double orb retake. That not only is it a double orb retake, it's a double orb retake on the hardest site in Counter-Strike history to retake. I mean, this is a tough one. Let's see, they're having a go. Carrigan's going to be enough to
leave it, boys.
Get out of guys. I don't know why they're still there. Yeah, looks like they're turning tail. They may be hunted down just a little bit. Voxic and Chris J trying to scarper away, and I think that's the end of Voxic. Chris J will preserve one of the big greens, and it's something. Not much of a consolation, I say that. You might not just find cover in time. There's going to be a double peek. Does manage to take the head off Shox, trying to keep hold of his AWP, but Kenny's ready to shut him down.
This sort of set piece they're going to deliver right now.
There isn't a single Molotov or smoke to slow them down. This is it. It's all about the bullets. Already they drop, sending the MAC-10, charging towards Voxic's location. He can't handle that. He can't even think about that. Frozen's only got a Desert Eagle, but that's a fantastic start. Can't get the AK out in time. Lucky quick to trade. Gets the pre-fire going as soon as he saw the retrieval process, and now, well, that's the end of Chris J. That's the end of the round. Kenny S is going to ensure Carrigan's not going to go for a scavenging mission. Rops is, of course, left alone on B. And G2, they look so crispy.
Yeah, they're poised right now. Coming into this game, there was an interview we grabbed on HLTV. We had a look into it, right? And it said, Shoxy, this is a quote, "I came to this major really fresh and with a certain eagerness I have not felt for a long time." Now, I would say he looks pretty damn eager, if you ask me at this point. He is playing this game perfectly. See that play down in CT spawn? He only gets 1 kill, but he shuts down Chris J and Orb coming to retake a bomb site. That's massive, and he's just thinking 1 step ahead of his opposition. He's snuck through middle all the way towards B doors. No one had any idea. He's in CT spawn there in position they're not even checking. He is 1 step ahead. 7 deaths, so it's not like he's going to do 1 kill and 8 deaths. He's not going to do much of a P250 with no armor holding the bomb site here.
That should be an open and shut case. Kenny ensures it starts as the mean to go on.
Here he is again. Locking them all in.
Yeah.
He can hear them in lower B now. And he's got 3 kills, ready and waiting 2 now as they actually fall back somewhat.
Just leaving the one on the chopping block, and that's the back turn, but the Julies are not working out for Frozen. A bit of a frustrating one for the youngster.
And he does 19 damage there as well. You'd think at least gets a dink with that sort of opportunity.
Back's turned, I'm telling you, the back of the head is just...
With the Julies especially, it's a very difficult gun to operate with. Oh, Robs. They know he plays B. Where else is he going to reside at this point?
They want to take that M4, they want to take that Kevlar away from him, and it only costs Amanek his MAC-10. Gets himself the upgrade.
Anything but. Round 12 here. Voxic once again towards short. The rounds they have been winning have been in this position. He's probably going to get this first kill, no problem. You normally want a Molotov or at least flash it. Face checking like that normally lead to that sort of scenario, but they make up for it. Shoxy hits an absolutely stunning shot on towards the A side.
Without any concern that there could have been a player on site. He was just ready, bloodlusting towards Voxic, and now Shox could be taken down. Not the case. Carrigan couldn't finish what he started, got the dink on Shox, and with 10 HP. What do shots connect for the Frenchman? Bomb will go down courtesy of Kenny. Amanek still on B, by the way, and Rops standing vigilant. These two have been catching each other time after time. Same corner, same result, but G2, of course, on the other side of the map with the bomb down. Looks like his team are going to be looking to keep hold of everything, and it's an all too familiar tale now for the European roster.
It's absolutely true. Voxic hits that first shot. Looks like that was enough. He tries to scamper away towards the embrace of Carrigan on the long crossover there, but Shoxy just catches him in the back of the dome. And it will be Carrigan dinking in the follow-up. He had about 5-6 bullets to actually finish him off there. Couldn't find the shot. You give Shoxy an inch, he'll take a mile every single time, and he gets 2 kills. Job done. He said he's eager, and he's certainly delivering on all fronts. They've seen the trajectory of it. It's a decent grenade. Oof. Is himself. He wanted to throw the smoke. I didn't think he realized what he had out. Good shot from Carrigan. Nice work.
Oh, he knows that was a boost, right? He knows there's going to be another one in that smoke, but Kenny's pre-aiming it. And Voxic shutting down the AWPer. Bomb loose as well. They have that information to work with, but do they have this information? Lucky's already on A site. Chris J, he's going to be anticipating it. Can hear the steps. He's not going to be ready for the second, surely. Shots is going to be shut down, and Chris J keeping Mousesports in pursuit of their 4th. Amanek.
The AWP. Good choice.
The right weapon of choice, and 2 there. Okay.
That much I feel like it's one of those weapons. There'll be one major, one big tournament, one team's just using it so much, and they're getting amazing results, and they will catch on.
Yeah, the one, of course, crutch of the auto sniper is the AWP, and that's a bait and a half. You see that? Double AWPs on the T side. He's trying to shut down Kenny. He knows that's the AWP. He thinks he can take that fight. Shox locking his eyes on his position. Rops will upgrade. And here comes the Dak. Chris J equalizing onto Jack.
Smoke towards B, just to suggest there's some presence to that side of the map. That's thrown by Amanek. He'll make his way back towards T-spawn. He's baited out decent utility here, so it has sort of worked out. Lucky checking that close right corner. He was adamant someone was there, but still Shoxy delivering frags all over the map here. His second towards middle. And Chris J gives up the fact that there's another player towards that side of the map. He smokes towards the mid door. Shoxy actually sees it's a pretty terrible smoke. He can get out and actually use it to his advantage.
Another smoke this time thrown by Kenny towards A. The CTs are anticipating. Catches a glimpse of the barrel. Shox can't handle this. Crouches under the crosshair and Frozen.
Are you kidding?
That is... Oh, he could actually get them ashore now.
Frozen
is sneaking behind enemy lines. He knows Shox is there. Wasn't ready for Amanek. Oh, but it could have been gorgeous. So silky smooth from Frozen, and it's going to be squandered.
The final minute of the first half here. No damage inflicted just yet. Oh, well, until Shoxy makes his entrance towards the B bomb site. It's going to be Kenny S giving away his AWP to a very dangerous individual, Chris J. And Frozen. Great flash. He's going to have to use it and hope for the best here. Can't hit the shot. And it's going to be 1 from Chris J. Doesn't really do much for them, though. The remaining 2 CTs are all the way on the A bomb site with no kits. And you got Carrigan and Vox on the retake. 10 frags between these two. Is there any chance they can retake this?
Does look like they're going to give it their very best shot. There's no reason not to. Last round of this half. Last chance for them to find a 5th. Flash comes in. Carrigan's going to go and try and find a close quarters fight, but you can see G2 just using time on their side. Woxic's gone too. Okay, so Kenny sits in the smoke.
Now he's in trouble. He's going to dissipate in about 3 seconds.
On the prize. He has the USP as well, a perfect weapon to take that fight. Woxic is so close to hitting that shot, but it's not enough. Whistles past the ears of the Mousesports players, and now problems arise for the French. Kenny, he's one of the 2 left standing. Shox didn't buy a thing in this round, if my eyes don't deceive me.
No, he didn't. He's gone for the full eco. He wants the AWP second round if they won, if they won the pistol. So, Shoxy, 5-on-1. Like you said, didn't
find themselves at long. It's going to be a wide open site. I say wide open. See, Rops is going to be getting all of these. No worries. 4 in quick succession. Just melts any chance. How undaunted he was by that task. Just mops them up is the word I was looking for. Nice opener onto Jax. Was just the SMG though. MP9 was in the grasp of him, and actually Kenny's going to smoke.
Looking towards the upper B area. He's killed Carrigan for sure.
Carrigan's throwing utility into B, but Carrigan shuts down Shox. That could really throw a spanner into the works, because now just 3 CTs remain. They are in the right place, but can they do the right things? Woxic has already taken down Lucky. Kenny towards Gandalf, and it's not looking particularly magical.
Oh no. Not too pretty for Kenny.
And Amanek, okay. Whew.
Towards long to a B, and it's Carrigan who's committed by himself. That's not gone too well for him.
3 members there. I don't know if Chris is going to fall into this trap or not. I think he rightfully does choose to back away.
So they got a rifle at least. So it's an M4 in the hands of Lucky. And he spotted a couple of players towards long, so it's not all in vain. He can call, they're going to take some time to rotate back towards B, but now a chance for G2 in the 5 versus 4.
Yeah, looking to accelerate. Shox wants to try and get an early frag. Chris is the one to do exactly that. Now B-side looks rather wide open, but these are fantastic bullets. Connecting them from doors does keep the eyes turned, and Jax makes his presence known from CT, but the numbers heavily favor Mousesports as they did from the finances at the start of this round. Just lucky he's recovered M4, he's got no armor, and he's likely going to want to preserve that for the round to come.
He's got a Deagle and a Molotov as well, so yeah, for sure, going to want to hold on to it. He would have picked up that Molotov from Karrigan's corpse. You drop one grenade upon death. Lucky will hold on to the rifle. Jax can certainly flirt with the idea of taking down an exit kill here, but he's been spotted. That pretty much thwarts his chances here. Holding towards spawn, he's just going to hope they challenge him, and unfortunately for him, the Molotov is available. They can flush him out, no problem, and lucky just to save the M4. 11 to 8. So a chance now. It's never over. They managed to win the pistol and follow it up with a conversion, and now 4-0 up in the second half. Rops at the very top with 15 and 9, and we have Voxic with 14 kills as well.
They've all got these fantastic long-range smokes. Everyone's been doing their homework ahead of the major. Now, Karrigan could do something ridiculous here. You can see Kenny, he wasn't expecting him to be low. Looked to adjust for short. In the meantime, though, this has gone back and forth in favor of Mouse. They're looking to perhaps even back away. G2 is Amanek towards short. Looks like we're going to be seeing Shoxy head towards long. It's perhaps not the save just yet, or just looking to contain. Let's find out.
With no kits. And that helps out a lot. Shoxy somehow gets that shot towards the car, no less.
Wow.
I don't think they're going for it still. Shoxy does fall back from long, so I think they're going for the exits here, which is the right call. But still, I think Frozen might have this kill on Amanek. We will see.
It's perfect.
Nice work.
Doki or
No
cool?
panic, no harm, no foul.
Sorry, mate, just swarming up the old mouse, and Frozen's going to catch him perfectly. Amanek was full blind. A bright white screen and a bright white sheet. Not a single body lost for Mousesports. Not a single point of health other than Karrigan's oopsie daisies early. And now the bomb will go in, and it does look like G2 again forced into a save. This is actually the same kind of territory that Mousesports found themselves in on their defense. That B site gets taken, you just have to accept it. Very little resistance, just that SMG.
This is looking quite good for Mousesports now. His picks towards B, very impactful. He saw Frozen flash, the same flash GT were using. Bouncing in the cubby hole, comes through, manages to absolutely eviscerate Amanek upon arrival. UMP has no chance, fully flash, no chance to even react. Karrigan spamming towards the paper mache car at long. And they're actually making sure that they can go on a bit of a hunt here. They're starting to build up some nice bank accounts at this stage. You can see $12,000 on Frozen. Wow. They get $3,500 per player on top of that after winning via Explosion. So they've got
on Vertigo. Will we see it? Kenny doesn't think so. Quick flick, but Chris J's there. Jax with that MP9. It should have been a multi-kill. So close. What? Karrigan with 28 points of health. Another bullet could have done it.
Make it 4. The nade catches him. He's got a kill.
He's being hunted.
Oh, the bomb goes down. Okay, the first real chance G2 have had of actually picking up a round here. Shoxy is not messing about at all today. Beautiful stuff towards short, and surely Rops can do nothing with this. At this stage, he's trying to cause financial ruin if he can. He's down to 36 points of health. I don't think he'll be winning this round, but if he can at least find one more, that'd be excellent. He's got past Shoxy. He's aware of the potential presence towards his position. He spotted him. He's got the kill. It's for free. Shoxy's got this.
Amanek has to save G2. It's gone from impossible to very, very likely. Amanek has to stop this. He's taking the fight, and so low. G2 find their first round.
It's going to be a straight up flash, you know. They're just going to flash and go off this.
I mean, if you've got Frozen to send in first with Rops to trade, I'm in. It's quite...
Frozen's been cracking open this side, no problem.
Voxic's going to be the one to throw the utility in here. They come. They're sending in their Brawlers. They're sending in the Berserker. And he's not going to make it to minus Tirith just yet. Karrigan shuts down Shoxy, and Amanek's holding this site safe. Only for the first, though, because from behind, Karrigan strikes. Bomb retrieved. AWP swapped out for him, and this from Chris J. He's been waiting by taxi for so long on that long push. He hears the steps, he knows the situation, and now it's all about timing. 3 backs will be turned as he descends from this one. Assassin's Creed, eat your heart out, because he's going in for the kill. Slow, methodical, bullets to the backside. Lucky's gone.
He just hides away as well. Now they know they can't do anything. They have to focus on it. They're going to have to save. If he gets another one here, that's great, but he's done enough already. That's an existence special, that one. Your teammates are all taking over the B bomb site, and you're dropping down CT spawn just behind them. That's from way back in the day. But either way, it's going to be another round for Mousesports. Like we said, if G2 lost this one, they're in so much trouble, and Kenny's going to be dropped here as well.
Oh dear.
Orb goes, and now Jax. He'll get the frag and recover the AWP, but that's going to be difficult to recover. Their money's not going to be in a great spot. They get $2,900 per player into the next round. Jackson
the one to receive. Voxic's about to go try and crack open mid, and they do. Chris J leaping from short and actually finds the frag, and defense is successful, but that's not where the bomb's going. You can see it's in the grasp of Voxic towards tunnels, and actually, interestingly enough, Amanek's pushing into tons. He could get the bomb off this, though. If Voxic does get caught off, it does seem like he's anticipating it. Nice work from Chris J, clearing every possibility.
Yeah, he had no choices there. He had an SMG. He wasn't going to hold off two coming through either window or door, and he knew that if he sits in the bomb site, he's going to be done for there. Another round for Mousesports, and the financial worries of G2 continue here. It's going to tie things up at 12-12. They're trying to save two members here, Lucky and Jax. We've got a Krieg and an M4. Holding towards long, and once again, Mousesports just looking way too comfortable towards that middle and B bomb site.
Yeah. So comfortable. Both teams on their T sides have just looked poised. Uncharacteristic, sure.
Are we casting next door as well?
It does sound like us, for sure.
Sounds like you and I are next door right now.
Well, shout out to Harry and Hugo. There is 2 streams running simultaneously to this one. If you have had your eyes locked on this one, I don't blame you. Don't move a muscle, but...
Now for G2, there's something to run out of gas here. See a long take here, Frozen leading the charge.
Frozen not connecting the bullets necessary. Jax wins the body shot roulette. However, both CTs on long have been cut down to size. Looks like Lucky's going to sacrifice his weapon, throw it into the hands of Kenny. Play the rest of the round with that Desert Eagle. Jax is doing his best to survive. He wants to keep that shot in Kenny's hands, and it doesn't seem like he's familiar with the Krieg.
No, definitely not.
That is a discomfort seen in the spray.
Oh, look at this from Chris J. He's aware that gap could be a potential for Lucky. 3 versus 3. That kill from Kenny, I'm sorry, that has to come in for him. That's a freebie.
I don't think he's been doing the aimbots with the SG.
Did Chris spot him? Oh, apparently so. Voxic ready for it. A round looking successful.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's just...
It's going to happen. Yeah, let's go.
But the bomb's not on the low HP player, and so a warning shot fired. And trying to close that gap ASAP. He wants to try and put some pressure on that planter. Voxic on site, very standard crossfire. This is why we say this is the harder sites to take. Or retake, I should say. They're considering a walk through the smoke. It's Chris J's job to hold it, and double peek now, all onto Voxic. This is actually not impossible for G2. Lucky's pre-aiming. He's ready for Amanek. It should just be one click of his mouse. Oh! It's two damn easy for Voxic, and Mousesports towards CT. A Molotov for the close corner to stop any CTs pushing through that close corner. Didn't quite work out, but here we go. Charging now towards the B players. It shocks the tagged up player. Could come back to haunt him. Still fragging though, and Amanek's there to babysit. Now 2 for 2. Amanek looking to keep hold of this site. They know he's there. He's already made a presence known. Rops dancing and finds the frag.
Melts through him with that Krieg. And once again...
Oh, it's the B site. It's such a toughie.
Yeah, and they've got kits, sure, but they have no real control of the situation. I'm not even sure they can justify going for this.
Not at the scoreline like this, surely.
Well, there's a kill available for Jackson lower B. Here. He should be able to, oh, he doesn't commit. Oh, no. There was a freebie.
This feels like such a risk. He's trying to be a hero. Voxic takes that AWP away from him. More ways than one. Likely going to scavenge that one away into the next round. Express delivery. This will be another for Mouse. Now 2 away from taking us to Vertigo.
Oh, if they get Jax, which is looking likely, they've got a pretty clear run of it as well. G2 have not stepped up their own DUST2 at all. This is their pick. They had an 11-4 lead at half, and they just haven't performed here in the second. Threes. They're going to have J long doors. He had a lot of success in this part of the map. This time, a little bit different, though. We have one player right on the other side of those long doors. The damage inflicted by Lucky, not as much as he'd like, though. Throws the incendiary to push them back on towards their side of middle. Jax does get the first, though. That's going to be a 5-on-4, a much-needed one.
Yeah. He was Molotov's out as well, so he was brave. Decided to stay a little longer in the flames to catch Chris J. Kerrigan preparing his lineup. But where's that bomb going? Does look like it's kind of committing with him. So the smoke towards CT. Kenny, what do you have in response? The smoke towards short. The flash is going to force him into a bit of a less than ideal circumstance. Instead, he's got... Oh, Lucky! He had to do that. The 180 keeps them with a dream of the 13th. Just 3 remain now for Mousesports. 2 picks from Jackson Lucky respectively, but the round's not done. Voxic reminds us of that, catches him towards CT with 30 seconds left. They start to group up towards B. If Rops can find a way in, we've got a chance. Amanek has an opportunity here to close this round out. To say no. 25 seconds, they're committing. The Molotov's there, the flashes are there, and Rops is filling the kill feed. It's not enough. Frozen and Rops, they've done it. find a way in. Kenny has to contest. They
No
have
smoke.
it crossed with 15 seconds and no smoke. The flash could be enough, though. Kenny's doing the dance. Looks to kind. 1, 2, and now just one man remains. 10 seconds. Can he get the bomb down? There's no way. They'll just double push it.
It's the Orpa as well. You've got to push him. He'll get the bomb down here. He'll get maybe one no-scope, but there it is. G2 will find their second round. This is required, but Lucky, he'll be taken down once again. It's the trade, though, from Shoxy. 4-on-4 still, looking to deny map points. Kenny has to be tested. It's his kind of angle, but players all around him.
Yeah, using that smoke, he may have an opportunity to find a gap, but the flashes are good. He can't even escape into it from behind. Carrigan strikes. And their CT side, it has its flaws, it has its holes.
Yeah, Mousesports are exploiting all of them. 2 rounds in a row. It is required for overtime. They can get it there. They're right back on track. Everything will reset. But at this point, it's Voxic opening things up. The long spawn works out for him. He'll take down Jax and Carrigan. He's going to pounce on this opportunity.
He knows there's an early first blood, and he wants to operate on it. The CTs are not ready for this. They're walking in. Mousesports just 4 frags away from taking us to Vertigo, equalizing in this series. It's been turbulent, and Voxic's not done there. He found the first, found the second. He's teaching us how to count at this point. 1, 2, and 3. Amanek and Lucky remain. Not done just yet, but shots from Rops into the toes of Amanek leaves one man, just Lucky, and he's gone as well.